Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different, and he's a blonde hair.
That's right, it's the end of the month. You heard me, Dad Maxone. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil, joining me, as I said, Matt Kona.
Hey, whatever.
And of course, at the end of the month, we get joined by the underside of the earth. It is the Pipe Reason.
Yes, hi everyone, Ray, good to be back again. Welcome back, Matt. This should be fun.
Good to be back here. You're the sweatshirt of the stream today. The Ben Reilly contribution.
Yes.
Australian winter, huh? Yeah.
Oh, it's freezing.
Hey, it's summer up here.
Yeah. Is it nice? Is it sweltering up there, or what?
It's not too bad. Kona, is it bad up there? It's not too bad.
No, not really. Yesterday was a little toasty. We hadn't really put the air conditioning on all week, but we did it. I put it on. I came back from the dog park with Shelly this morning, and I just put it on for today. It's heating up, but not too bad.
Ah, nice. Not uncomfortable.
That's right.
Yeah.
Follow Matt Kona on Instagram for the adventures of Shelly the dog.
Yes, the morning dog park routine. I mean, I usually work in the sun. I just had my first child, and it's taking a little paternity leave, and I don't mind that it's during the hottest part of the summer so far. So I'm mostly comfortable inside most of the day.
Nice.
So, yeah.
He's like, I have to stay in for the baby, of course.
That's it. Yeah.
I have been reading a lot more comic books lately too, so that's just that's just a perk, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've read them to her. I don't know how that's going to affect her development. Reading old '90s the Executioner's song crossovers.
Oh gosh,
from the discount bins, but you know. She still doesn't know who shot Professor X, so we'll figure it out together.
And that cuddly character strife. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got some baby issues, so we can talk about that.
Oh my God, her first word is going to be pouches.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Oh, Russell was. Yes, I did check. It is Russell. Watch out for Phil's packing a deadly bologna log. Yes. Russell and I were on Happiness and Darkness, Nick's podcast yesterday to talk Batman Mask of the Phantasm. So
nice. Gotta check that out. Great film.
My favorite Batman movie.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it existed. What is it?
It's
what
animated?
It's animated. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
right. Okay.
But it was theatrically released animated.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It came out like Christmas in 1993. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like right in the height of the Batman the Animated Series, but yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth checking out, Ray. I know how much of a Batman fan you are, but I think you'll dig it. Although, don't go searching online for vintage Mask of the Phantasm toys, because there was famously a spoiler when they released the Phantasm toy.
For the identity of the Phantasm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I thought you were about to say that if you do a search, it will lead you to some like porn site or something.
Well, yeah, that could happen. That inadvertently happens with lots of things. I mean, I remember talking about. I mentioned it once on a tour. I'll try to keep it PG because it's the non-Patreon thing. But tour guides, I talk about the official things of Boston. I'm like, the official dessert of Boston is the Boston cream pie. Don't Google it. Just trust me. All right.
I am going to Google it now, just to let you know. So anyway.
I mean, if you want safe porn, the Lilith Hellfire can point you into whatever direction you need.
Safe porn. Whatever is on airing Friday nights in the 90s on Cinemax.
Gimme.
Oh, my Lord. But yes, you're correct, Matt Coda. Yes, Ray, huge fan of the Batman.
I love Batman. Yeah.
That confirms it.
I deny
Well, we're talking only 2 issues today, so we can talk a little pop culture, right? I mean, there's a lot of Moon Knight talk. I've been keeping up with Loki. It's an exciting time.
How good is Loki? Loki's awesome. Yeah. It was one of the... It was admittedly the series I was kind of least looking forward to, only because, I don't know, compared to Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. But no, it's absolutely impressed. First 2 episodes, so, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of rein you in with the connection where, it was a pivotal... One of the highlights of Endgame is Loki disappearing and escaping, and you're just kind of wondering, where's he going from here? What's going to happen?
Yeah. It's tied in really well, I think, with that. And they're able to use the footage from those big-budget films, but just the TVA and everything. And Owen Wilson, really impressed with his performance. Like, just it's not hammy. It's just quite naturally delivered.
It's just a guy doing a desk job, trying to make a living in this crazy world.
What was it? When the first one, Loki's said something like setting his desk on, or setting the whole thing on fire, and he's Owen Wilson's like, "Yeah, you can start with my office and my desk."
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, wait, what's Russell saying? Let's get Bruce, Tim, Paul Dini, and Alan Burnett on a Moon Knight animated feature. Oh.
I'm assuming that's good because I've heard of Tim and Dini, so yeah.
Well, that means they did Batman the animated.
Oh, Burnett as well. We just covered a Torment, Batman Superman.
Oh.
He wrote that, but I love Batman.
That was my comment. I was like, for what that storyline you guys were doing on Last Sons of Krypton. I was like, Ray always has to sneak his favorite character into every Superman story.
I love Batman. Not. But we're not here about that guy, are we? We've got another cool character to deal with here.
Oh yes. Should we get the Spider-Man?
Let's do it.
Oh, when we're done, remind me. I already have plans. This is episode 131. I already have a big plan for episode 150.
Nice.
Or a special guest, I should say.
Oh, Ben Reilly?
No, it's not a Scarlet Spider episode, but no, big guest.
Okay.
All right, so. Oh, jeez. Wait, what? Russell said Ray loves it when Batman twirls hair.
I certainly do. Little in-joke from that Torment saga. Do you remember that, by the way? Phil, had you read it?
I've read it. I probably haven't read it in the last couple of
years.
But...
Matt, have you read it? It's
No, I've not read it.
Okay, it turns into like a romance novel kind of thing. He falls head over heels in love with one of these new gods. It kind of sidetracks a little, and he and Becca. And he's just like totally infatuated with Becca. And so, he twirls her hair like while she's walking in front of him. Not creepy at all, and that's what Russell was referring to.
Well, she's going to be disappointed. Just ask Catwoman.
Just read the damned issue, right?
Oh, boy. All right, so we're getting into these issues. Yes, we're covering the 2-issue Time Bomb storyline. The first one from Spectacular Spider-Man 228. Let's see here. Writer Tom DeFalco and Todd DeZago. Penciler Sal Buscema. So someone's getting right crossed. Inker Bill Sienkiewicz, your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Colorist John Khalees, Malibu color letterer Clem Robbins. Wait. Oh no, colorist John Khalees and Malibu color letterer Clem Robbins and editor Eric Fine. This one's titled "Run for Your Life." All right, start off. Kane has confronted Mary Jane in a dark alley, telling her that she is about to die. He tells her that it is destined and there is no way to avoid it. Before he can put a hand on her, Kane is attacked by Spider-Man, who has come to the aid of his wife. The wall crawler vows to kill Kane if he so much as touches his wife. That's when Kane tells Peter that he is the one who will kill his wife. With this revelation, Kane rips off his mask, revealing the face of Peter Parker underneath. But of course, Peter wakes up screaming and realizes that this was all a nightmare. Peter wonders what caused him to have this nightmare and wonders if it was a result of his striking Mary Jane earlier.
He sweats.
Accidentally striking Mary Jane.
Well, yeah.
he says that. Did it happen like that? I don't know.
Oh my. Yeah, it's exactly. And he sweats a lot here. Did any of you just look at that going, Jesus, positively dripping?
A lot of perspiration.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this? Coda, you should get Phil to talk about that inventive Ultimate Warrior comic.
Okay,
Hey?
I don't know.
You're going too deep for us, Russell.
I used to be a fan of the Ultimate Warrior wrestler. He was kind of born for comic books, but I don't think I ever read one. I don't know.
I don't know, Russell. You're too wild for us.
Wild, like an animal.
He had the didn't he have the tassels?
He did.
The
Castles,
yeah.
face paint.
The face paint, yeah. I remember him.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
What?
Crazy. All right. Having heard Peter scream, Mary Jane comes into the bedroom to check on him. When she asks him what his nightmare was about, he tells her that he doesn't remember. Lying to his wife. When he looks in the mirror, Peter sees the face of the Jackal looking back at him. Mary Jane tells Peter that can tell Peter doesn't look good. Something that Peter is just noticing himself.
Well, I mean, I think he's referring to the reflection of the Jackal, maybe.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to say it.
Mm.
I look like an old dead villain.
Look, haven't we all been there some days? You know?
Yeah, before you get your coffee.
I'm looking like an old dead villain who's obsessed with a college girl. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man.
Looking a little green around the gills there. Wait, what? Russell, it's a terrible comic. He kills Ultimate Warrior kills Santa?
Oh wow.
Wow. We'll have to do a spin-off villain, Cedric. Can I do Ultimate Warrior as a villain if I do his podcast?
Oh, yeah, go on it. Yeah, do it.
He also defeated Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6, which made a lot of kids cry. So.
There you go, Russell. Matt Kona will come on and talk some wrestling heels. Yes. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend reading that to your daughter, Kona.
No. I'll wait till December.
Nightmares are the only reason to scream from Peter's room. Oh! Wow. That was Chad. So.
Ah, okay.
We got a veritable peanut gallery early in the morning. These guys are up early, opening their Father's Day gifts under the Father's Day tree. Is that how holidays work?
Matt Coda's gonna get off and be like, yeah. Where's my gift? Where's the tree? Where's my gift?
Yeah,
You got your stockings up on, over the fireplace.
my big tennis socks and
like Matt, what are you doing? It's like just
they're hanging from cell phone belt clips on the fireplace. But
thank you, Coda. You said peanut gallery. I thought you were about to go somewhere else with that.
Oh no. No.
There's people in our gallery. Later that day, Peter goes to the Daily Bugle to look for work. However, Joe Robertson doesn't have anything for him. What is his Father's Day? Pointing out that he is...
Is he still a freelancer at this point? Come on.
I think so, yeah. Freelance! I'll send you some Christmas meat! Joe Robertson doesn't have anything for him, pointing out that he is struggling to keep the Daily Bugle afloat after the offices were recently destroyed. And newspapers are becoming more and more redundant every day.
Yeah, what destroyed the offices again? That was something in the last issue.
I've already
right?
forgotten. Yeah, I've forgotten.
From Maximum Clonage, remember? Big Battle?
Right.
Big Battle.
Oh, yeah.
Jackal falls off the roof, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's when he meets Angela Yin, who gushes over his work. This does little to help Peter's mood. I mean, no kidding. He's dreaming about murdering his wife. This young woman's coming up to him saying, I love your work.
Yeah, he's seeing like hallucinations in the mirror, all that sort of, he's not entirely there.
What is this? Some Dark Destiny or like early midlife crisis? Come on. This does little to help Peter's mood. When he thinks about how he used to rely on working for the Daily Bugle, it was an ideal job when he was going to school, but Peter thinks about how he has always wanted to be a scientist. Keep that in your pocket for a couple of months. Looking in a shop window, the mannequin suddenly takes on the appearance of the Jackal. This frightens Peter, who wonders if these are like the visions that he and Ben had recently. He wonders if these are more post-hypnotic suggestions implanted in his mind by the Jackal, but finds this hard to believe because the Jackal is dead. Yeah, because he can't do anything before that, huh? Spider-Man wonders if he is losing it, or since he recently learned that he's a clone, wonders if he is starting to degenerate.
Fair enough. I mean, like, that whole thing has been revolving around Ben and Peter as to who's the real one, so he's got that little kernel of an idea in his head at the moment, and that's how I probably would, you'd react to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, Mary Jane is posing in maternity clothing for a fashion shoot. He is doing such a good job. She is doing such a good job, the clothing company begins considering hiring her on a permanent basis, much to her delight. Elsewhere, Spider-Man is swinging home when suddenly he is stricken with a powerful headache. He wonders what is happening to him. That's when a vision of the Jackal appears in his mind. The villain explains that he implanted this message in his mind. As a final revenge, he programmed into Peter's mind. He opted to compel Peter to murder his wife instead of driving him insane. And as they explain, at the end of Maximum Clonage, as he's falling off that roof, it's, Hans Gruber style. When the dream ends, the nightmare begins. And that's what triggered this murderous rage.
It's pretty clever. I just wonder, I know for purposes of the storytelling, we're getting this kind of explanation from the Jackal, but as a diabolical villain, would you really bother to try and explain it with a pre-recorded message after your death to your enemy?
I guess he wanted to gloat, That's just so funny. He yells it as he's falling off this skyscraper. Can you imagine if he would have been screaming it and Peter would have been like, "What? I can't hear you."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What if you didn't hear him? Yeah.
And then he's like, what's he say? It's like, I programmed you to, to be driven to murder the person you love the most. Either that or bark like a dog whenever you heard the name Alex Trebek. Yeah.
Should have gone for the latter.
I know. Can you imagine the rest of his life, every time he heard Alex Trebek, he's like, "Rrr, rrr." Okay. That Jackal was trying to be funny.
The operative word there is trying to be.
I know. Later, Mary.
He's a jackal, not a laughing hyena. Come on.
That's I
was gonna say, man, they wanted to make him the Joker so bad, and I don't think he had the jokes to do it.
Does the Joker? Does he joke around a lot? The Joker?
I mean, it's a lot of times it's like, he's gonna put a exploding cigar in somebody's mouth, or he has one of those squirting flowers sometimes, but it's acid.
Okay. Yeah.
More setups than punchlines for the Joker.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's professional comedian Matt Kona.
Yeah, criticizing it. That's why Joaquin was bombing at that open mic in the movie. So.
Oh yeah, and you don't shoot the guy who, if you go on a talk show, you don't shoot the guy, right, Kona?
Yeah, that's true. Although,
That notice like, hey, I've had some critics.
depends. I mean, if you're on what talk show you're on.
Oh, you know,
Shots
one of the
fired.
first ones. Nah, that's fine. But late shows, I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many of them nowadays.
I know. Later, Mary Jane returns home thinking about how her life is turning around. On top of having a baby on the way, she is also happy that her modeling career is making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. When she gets home, Peter is waiting for her in the dark. Oh. Not now, I have a headache. Seeing that his wife is back, Peter warns Mary Jane that the Jackal tampered with his mind and tells her to run for it. He then begins to
Hit me with the lamp. Hit me with the lamp.
Oh.
No hesitation, by the way.
Treat me like Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
As she flees, Peter tells her to call the Fantastic Four or the Avengers. Instead, Mary Jane decides to try and get a hold of Ben Reilly.
Fair enough. She's had a kind of like a semi like bond with him, so
Well,
probably
she
can
even
easily.
I mean, she thinks because at this point, nobody in the Avengers or Fantastic Four knows who he is. She's like, oh my, she's like, if I call them, they might kill him. You know, if he's out of control,
Yeah.
they might kill him.
I thought that was kind of like, you know, if you ask your wife to get you something at the grocery store and she gets you the generic version instead of the brand you wanted, you know.
Think of that too. This is just as good, right?
What is this? It's not Vegemite. It's just vegetable tube substance. Come on.
Yeah. Used for cooking only. You know, it's like I can't use this.
Wait, that would be a rough deal. What? Oh, hey, Ray.
I think that was delayed from the Alex Trebek thing.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ray. Lilith wanted me to ask you a question. Are kangaroos jerks?
No,
No.
not really. No, they're okay.
We were talking about eating kangaroo, and she's like, "Oh, ask Ray. They're jerks. Just ask Ray." I was like, "Oh."
Well, you can get kangaroo jerky, but it's not to be.
Yeah, yes, you can. High in protein, low in fat. Very good for you.
Oh my. So yes, we're speaking of roos.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Is Lila thinking? Yeah. Is Lila thinking of having kangaroo?
I don't think we were talking about eating different animals. I don't think she's pulled the trigger on that gator yet in Florida. You know.
Oh yeah.
She's still betting it tastes like chicken, but I don't think she's pulled the trigger on that yet.
Oh yeah. Let's give it a go. How bad can it be?
Better eat that gator before it eats you. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Florida is one of the only places that it's readily available. I mean, I've been to Florida and seen many places that sell gator nuggets and gator jerky and things like that.
That's true.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Gatorade, you know.
Oh, nice. And meanwhile, Ray's like, "Where are their gators?"
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
Yeah, I don't know if Crocodile has this. Can you get croc meat? Do they have croc jerky? Okay. I wonder what the taste is comparable. I'm a vegetarian, so I just wonder these things. But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I've had crocodile. I can't remember. But,
Chad.
I remember.
Wait, hold on. Chad said, "I guess Gator Burger is on a sliding scale of desperation."
Chad he's right up there with the dad jokes.
Perfect for Father's Day.
I don't think. Yeah.
Get him on the stream. Let's go.
The power of Chad. I don't know. I don't know if we could get him on camera because he is a bonded employee. I thought of ITK Into the Night.
Oh no! What's that?
Into the Night podcast.
He's got an exclusivity deal. What's going on?
No, he doesn't.
Non-compete. Yeah. That's why we don't get to his A-level jokes. So Mary Jane tries to call Ben Reilly, but later at the headquarters of the New Warriors, their training session goes awry when Speedball was knocked into Firestar, who is walking by with plates full of... She's just randomly walking by with plates full of food.
She's just the bus server of the Danger Room, right? They probably don't call it the Danger Room, but yeah.
Yeah, because what is it? It's 90s.
The crash pad. It's called the crash pad.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Hey, what do they expect when they call it the crash pad?
That's it.
Yeah, it's perfect. They're rehearsing their pratfalls.
Conan, it's the 90s, so, you know.
They're Chris pratfalls.
Oh, well, and it's the 90s, and, you know, what did she expect carrying those dishes, walking by, singing, "Crash into me"?
Yeah.
You keep that finger on that button, Phil. They're coming. They're coming thinking fast.
Just hovering over that button. Oh, Chad, I'm a merc, yo. I just moonlight as a ripper.
Yeah, this is I wasn't reading the New Warriors at this time, but Speedball is pretty much the only recognizable original member at this point. We're, no Nova, no Namorita, Night Thrasher. I mean, something happened with him, but
it's a bit of a watered down version as well. I mean, they've really gone downhill, I think, from that original lineup. I just love that.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, it gets more interesting too because I wasn't reading a lot of New Warriors at this time, but there's an editor there's a note on this. The man everyone thinks is Speedball in this story is actually an imposter who took the real Speedball's place in New Warriors 50.
Oh,
so it's not even the real
wow.
Speedball. This is revealed in New Warriors. You're welcome, Lil. 68 and 69.
Oh.
Huh.
So from 50,
of all the superhero identities to steal,
I know.
Speedball.
But no one noticed from issue 50 to like 68. Like a year and a half. Nobody noticed there was Speedball.
Yeah.
They could have just shelved that idea. Everyone just kind of went about their business.
Yeah.
It really don't matter. He was a little calmer. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, his doppelganger, he was one of the ones that lost to his bad guy doppelganger in Infinity War.
Infinity War? Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine just like, you're an Infinity War double and just like, I gotta copy Speedball?
Yeah.
Or they just, if it's that one, they just don't notice that he's like constantly drooling and he has fang teeth, a mouth full of sharp chompers.
He always looks like he's on meth.
Yeah.
The other original member, the plates are caught by Justice, originally Marvel Boy.
Oh, right.
Boy, yeah.
Yes.
Different costume.
Yeah. Reimagined.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Reimagined. I think that's selling it too far there, Matt. I don't know what it is.
Completely redone.
Threw it through the 90s grinder,
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't there going to be another New Warriors volume coming out a year or two ago? I think did they do that? It might have not lasted long because they even tried another volume in what was that around 2010 or something? When Kane was Scarlet Spider, they tried one too, and that did.
Right.
I think that maybe lasted a year if that.
I'm pretty sure there was one. I don't know if it lasted long, like beyond 3 issues or something, but there's certainly something was meant to come out, or actually it didn't come out at all, but I remember reading about it. There was a bit of an uproar with, New Warrior purists, because it's a completely new lineup, and, they're all very... Yeah.
But the whole every time it seems like after that first original series, anytime they try to reboot, I don't think they last more than like a year. Because again, I don't know if they ever bring the whole complete original cast back, so it's like everyone's like, oh, well, it's like New Warriors.
Yeah, I think that just a little rudimentary research. They did a short run in 05, 07, and 2014. And 05 was just 6 issues.
So nothing like in the last 2 years. So I thought they were going to release something just before the pandemic, 2019 or 2020, but that must have been canned.
Yeah, maybe after after COVID, maybe they were just like, okay, we're only going to put out certain things, and maybe that got the axe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, 2007 went 20 issues, and then 2014 went 12.
Starting to sound more like modern day.
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you might just get renumbered, but it's like nobody gets I swear more than 12 to 20 issues unless you're Spider-Man or.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although the new Fantastic Four is up in the 30s, so who knows? If rebuilt it anytime now.
Any news about? I mean, is Slot leaving it or anything like that? Or I mean, it's going strong, or I don't know, because like exactly what we're talking about around this number. You got to wonder: is it going to end soon, or is there a change of writers? Or
I don't know. I don't think I've heard anything. Did everybody read the last issue 33 this week? Was that this week?
No,
the wedding issue. Yes, I did read it.
Yes. Oh my God, Ray, you got to read that. It's so funny. It's the wedding of Doom, and he finds out that his.
It's very Doom is it's got some good humor in it. I enjoyed it.
I like Slots.
Did you get the Deadpool cover?
No, I did not. No.
Yeah. That's one of the 30 Rob Liefeld celebrating 30 years of Deadpool.
And I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get it, but I also saw that the Captain America annual that came out this week also had like a Deadpool cover, but I didn't see that one. I didn't get that one, but
I didn't see. I went to my store. I mean, I did go late on New Comic Day. I didn't see the Cap annual, even the regular cover.
Oh my God! But you have to read this Fantastic Four, Ray. It's so funny because Doom finds out his wife to be slept with Johnny Storm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This is the Bride of Doom.
It's just the favorite scene because you just see the anger on Doom's eyes because his face is behind the mask. Namor's there. Namor just starts laughing. And he's just like,
awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. No, I like the Slot run. I like the ways. I've been reading it on Marvel Unlimited, so I'm a bit behind, but I've been loving it.
And then a little bit after this next Guardians of the Galaxy issue comes out, yes, we'll be getting me, Will, and Matt will be doing our Quantum Zone annual.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Automatic feedback coming in for that.
Oh, yeah. So, for Guardians 13, 14, and 15, I think. Yeah, so.
Have you guys anyone got the Quasar Legends figure yet? Or has
I don't think it's been released in the US yet.
What?
I don't think you can.
It's weird. Yeah, it's because I know it takes a long time to produce an action figure, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's getting so bad, we might have to do the reverse of when that Moon Knight figure came out. We might have to say, "Hey, Ray, send us some Quasars from Australia."
Yeah, exactly. Be...
Oh, Chad! Chad, how dare you? Moon Knight is up to what number now, Ray?
What the issues?
I mean, number one's coming in July, but
one, I guess. Yeah.
But if you go by legacy numbering, isn't it over 200?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, bit over 200.
Well, we did have a big issue 200 a few years back. Where Ray made a cameo.
That's right.
Where Ray made a cameo, you son of a bitch.
That's right. Oh, that little thing. No, you're right. Far out. Of course. Actually, forgot why Chad was saying that. What we're talking about? Issues. Yeah, like lengths of runs. Yeah.
But July, new Moon Knight #1. I can't wait.
Yeah, should be good.
How many covers does that thing have now?
Oh, there's going to be about 30. I swear. I'm not going to be able to get them all. No, because they have store variants and everything. So
I know every day I'm seeing a new one. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, just get a few. I mean, they all look good, the covers, but don't know whether it justifies spending $4 American for each cover.
I'm glad they're putting a new Moon Knight book out. I love Moon Knight, but I thought they'd do it closer to the show. They haven't announced when the show's coming out.
We just recorded last night. I recorded with Rebecca. And sorry, a bit of a sidetrack, Matt, as well, with this thing. But there's a whole lot of Moon Knight material coming out February, March next year. There are 2 omnibuses, and there's a huge collected complete collection of Moon Knight trade, ranging from the Bun run to more of the recent stuff. So we're speculating that that's going to be timing well, and actually the first trade of Jed McKay's run will be out as well. So that's all tying in with potentially a release of the TV show, maybe March, April. I don't know. So,
ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's all speculation, but
All right, hey Chad, you still watching? Yes, that Australian anaconda don't want the Colin Bun run, hun.
What the?
I tried. All right, let's get back to this story. So yes, Speedball, crashing into people. Well, that's what happens when you usually on a speedball. That's when they get a panicked phone call from Mary Jane, who's looking to reach the Scarlet Spider. They wonder how she got the New Warriors emergency line, and she quickly explains that she is being chased by a brainwashed Spider-Man who's trying to kill her. Crazy! Learning which subway station is near their headquarters, Mary Jane rushes to catch the subway. Spider-Man follows after her, but manages to resist the Jackal's programming long enough for her to get away on the train. However, this is only a minor reprieve as the programming continues to press him to continue hunting down his wife. However, 3 stops later, Spider-Man manages to catch up to the subway train and begins stalking her through the subway cars. Eventually, the train stops at the station where the New Warriors are waiting for Mary Jane. When Spider-Man manages to grab Mary Jane, the New Warriors order the wall crawler to stand down. He tells them that he can't help himself, that he has to kill Mary Jane, and begs for them to stop him.
Yeah, I think I really like the train chase. It was very reminiscent. I don't know. It's a bit tropey. I kind of associated a little bit with 90s action films, but I thought it was really, really well done. I think the art and Spidey chasing Mary Jane through the carriages. Yeah. I thought that was good. Yeah.
I always said I didn't. I wasn't a fan of like Buscema and Sienkiewicz's, the pencils and the inks together, but I think it works for like the subway scene because it's supposed to be dark down there. So
yeah, I think definitely. I mean, there are some really standout panels from both of them. I mean, if you go all the way back, there's that one that you probably noticed as well when Peter wakes up from his nightmare, like that kind of etching, like the shading from Bill Sienkiewicz.
Oh yeah,
that was very kind of thing. But then you get a lot of these moody, like close-ups of the faces, like when Peter was saying, "Yeah, I was just noticing that myself," in full shadow. There's a really cool one, I think, jumping ahead of when Mary Jane's on the phone to the New Warriors. Mm-hmm. It's at the bottom of the page, and she's got Spider-Man swinging in the background. I don't know. I think it's just a really well-drawn kind of face there. And then the splash page is like the last... Yeah, that one. Yeah, I really like that one. I don't know. And then like the last page, like the splash pages of Spidey, with the colours, I think it worked really well.
Oh yeah, and especially I like him like leaping down.
Yes, that as well. Yeah, there are some real good hero shots or villain shots in this instance, in this issue. But yeah.
So what you think, Maddie?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that the artwork was real gritty. I like the echoing Ray's sentiments with the train sequence and the chase there, and I thought it was creatively done. You would think if she's in a rush, she would just get in a cab or something, but which she eventually does, but in a different way. But yeah, getting the close. Oh, he just missed the sliding doors, but then he doesn't rip it open right away. Kind of follows them down the line, and yeah, I thought it was all right. With the contacting New Warriors seemed kind of random. So
yeah,
were they trying to inundate Scarlet Spider into the group at that point? I know they.
Yeah,
he kind of joined the group. Yeah, and I think because I think they were trying to boost numbers on that book too at this point. So
right, yeah, but yeah, I mean there was really no Scarlet Spider in this issue. You don't see him yet. It's kind of just a build up to, and I thought it was creative the way that they, even though the Jackal was dead, they kind of invented this. Something you didn't see was he implanted this device to make to get one last bit of petty revenge to make Spider-Man want to destroy the one thing that he still loves, because at this point Aunt May is dead. So this is everything. The future mother to his child, and he's fighting with himself. You got the internal struggle of him being like, you have to run away, hit me with the lamp, I'm gonna kill you, being able to repress it to some extent but still being driven by it. It's cool.
Yeah, that was a nice difference, I thought, rather than him just being mind controlled with those trigger words. Like he had that kind of conflict, and I think that was just a nice little cool difference. Creates a bit more empathy for Peter Spider-Man, rather than just like, I mean, we always will have, because he's a hero after all, but in this instance when he's trying to kill a pregnant woman, it's kind of got to offset that with him just, I'm not entirely in control of my actions. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just looking through the notes for these. I mean, yeah, remember we're like, yeah, the Jackal's dead. Yeah, this mentions his next appearance, and it's a wow, and they don't explain how he comes back, but yeah, his the Jackal's next appearance after, maximum clonage. Daredevil vs. Punisher #1 from 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, they gave him a long break between maximum
Jeez.
clonage and that. Yeah.
Matt, what do you reckon, for the better?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
So
they had the D90. They wanted everyone to forget that 90s.
yeah.
Yeah.
That 90s version of him saying, "Oh yeah, guess what? I got my secret headquarters wired up for the Playboy channel," and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so a good setup to, essentially just like a two-parter. I mean, we're going to see a big fight now, so.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Short
right.
and sweet.
All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Web of.
Yes. I think it's the last issue of Web 2. Web of Spider-Man 129, October 1995.
Yeah, although later there was a 129.1 and a 129.2 in 2012. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like a weird comic for the last issue, theoretically, ever. But, yeah.
Well, soon here in a few months, we're going to get Web of Scarlet Spider #1. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the cover because it's a bit of a throwback, right? Kind of to Amazing Fantasy 15, sort of, with Spider-Man holding Scarlet Spider and New Warriors kind of filling in for the Fantastic Four, looking on in despair in the background.
I mean, yeah. And like, despite like what we were saying about the art being really good, and it was in spectacular, when I opened this one or looked at the front cover, it was a nice welcome change back to that kind of Mark Bagley / Stephen Butler type of art, which was really good.
Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna
get. My reference was supposed to be for Amazing Spider-Man 1, although it is different because he's not holding anyone in that cover, but you do have the. It was a stretch.
No, we.
Oh yeah, okay. I know which one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this because there's one big plot point that, once we get through this, I'm like, why didn't he do this? All right, Web 129. Right, same writers, Tom DeFalco and Todd DeZago. Penciler Stephen Butler. Inker Randy Emberlin. Colorist Kevin Tinsley and Malibu Color. Letterer Steve Dutrow. And editor Eric Fine. Yeah, the title gives it away. By my hand, Mary Jane must die.
Damn. Cuts right to the chase.
And yeah, no Scarlet Spider like Matt Kona said last time, but here, first page, nice splash page, first page.
Nice splash page.
Scarlet Spider pays a visit to the crash pad, headquarters of the New Warriors. He is surprised to see that the only member of the team present is Hindsight, the team's technical support. Hindsight tells the Spider that the team had gone out to assist the woman who called the team for assistance. Shocked, the Scarlet Spider demands more details. Elsewhere in the city, Mary Jane flees from her husband, Spider-Man, as the masked hero is trying to kill her. This is because a post-hypnotic suggestion planted in his mind years ago by the Jackal has finally been triggered. When attempting to contact the Scarlet Spider for help, she was only able to reach his teammates in the New Warriors, and they came to her rescue. Oh my god, can you imagine? She was just like, "You guys? Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Despite their superior numbers and powers, the Warriors are unable to slow down the much more experienced Spider-Man, who threatens to destroy anyone who gets in his way.
It's too fast. Too good.
Firestar, not an amazing friend.
No.
The most horrifying thing for the wall crawler, as he knows that this is just as lasting legacy of the Jackal put in place after his death, and tells Mary Jane to flee. As Mary Jane flees out of the subway station, Justice and Firestar, the Warriors, try to keep Spider-Man from pursuing his wife. The other warriors don't fare very well either, prompting Speedball, or fake Speedball, to tell all his teammates to stand back while he tries something. Using his kinetic abilities, Speedball bounces around the wall crawler in an attempt to slow him down. However, thanks to his spider sense, the web slinger is able to predict where Speedball will land and knocks him out with a single blow. Oh, gives him the old Guy Gardner. One punch. Up on the street, Mary Jane is joined by the Scarlet Spider, who has just arrived on the scene. As Spider-Man comes up to the street, Mary Jane hops in a cab. When her husband tries to leap after her, he is ambushed by the Scarlet Spider. Although Spider-Man almost catches his wife, the combined might of the Scarlet Spider and the New Warriors slows up the wall crawler to put some distance between Mary Jane and Spider-Man. This gives Mary Jane a glimmer of hope that her plan to stop her husband's programming will work. Ultimately, Spider-Man manages to break free from his attackers and follow after his wife's cab. Seeing it cross the Williamsburg Bridge, he knows exactly where she is going. However, he is once again ambushed by the New Warriors. However, Spider-Man manages to flee into a nearby sewer and escape them. That's when they notice that the Scarlet Spider has disappeared as well. Arriving outside his Aunt May's home, Spider-Man wonders why Mary Jane has lured him here. Inside, he finds Mary Jane sitting in a chair and tells her to run. However, Mary Jane refuses to keep running from her husband. She explains that she lured Peter here, hoping that his memories of his family will prove stronger than the Jackal's programming. Sure enough, when surrounded by photos of his entire life, Peter is flooded with memories of his family and the love they share for him, and it overrides the Jackal's orders. And maybe because he's not a clone. Free from the Jackal's control, Peter rushes to Mary Jane and the two embrace. This is watched from the window by the Scarlet Spider Creeper, who is glad that everything worked out for Peter and Mary Jane in the end, and takes off so he can try to explain himself to his teammates in the New Warriors. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Here's my question. In the middle of the fight, why didn't Ben just try to hit him with a stinger and like knock him out or something?
Yeah, good point. Or
maybe he was fresh out.
Maybe.
True. Fresh out of cartridges. I thought you were going to talk. I thought you were alluding to, Phil, the finale of Mary Jane, just kind of, that thing of look in your heart and break that connection. But
love will show you the way.
That's it. But yeah, I don't know, Matt. What did you make of this issue overall?
Well, you know what? I thought that it was a fun issue. It was some, taking out some logic or plot points aside, and they do kind of rely on a bit of a trope when someone is under the spell of something evil. But don't you remember the good times? And it causes them to break through. But I thought it was a fun action sequence, even with the mainly random New Warriors appearance. I like the chase. I like Mary Jane driving around in the cab, and I thought that the artwork was good, going from the big splash page where you get to see the Spider-Man doing the flip. You get to see the light colored thing to denote the animated page crossing, and got to see Ben Reilly shine, which I guess makes sense because they're setting up for Web of Scarlet Spider to be the issue that takes its place on the spinner rack coming up. And I guess that's why this one ended, because they were featuring a little bit more of a spotlight to have Scarlet Spider branch out on his own with that as a title to see how it would sell and give Spider-Man a break, I guess. It's kind of introducing a new character without introducing a new character for a book, It's not just starting with Ravage 2099 or something like that. That's a very random reference to make. Who is this?
Yeah.
It's an established character that they're kind of setting up for success, theoretically.
I mean, it turns out not to be true, but even Scarlet Spider is supposed to be the original Spider-Man at this point. So it's like, original Spider-Man's coming home.
Right.
Yeah. It definitely does seem like a bit of a handover with this kind of closing out pretty quickly with I guess the last effort from the Jackal being overcome, and you can't imagine there's any other, psychological inserts that he's done into Peter, so this is it. And there's a happy, nice ending there with Mary Jane. As you said, Matt, as well, this was really nice to look at. It's always fun I love these, especially the action scenes. And like with the likes like Speedball as well, I think he's got a really nice visual, like the little balls and the movement thing. Don't know what he was trying to do by just bouncing around Spider-Man, but that was pretty funny. I liked how he used his kinetic force, like he used it as a blast at the back of Spider-Man's back. I thought that was good because I was only familiar with him just like bouncing around. But really, really cool. I enjoyed it. Probably maybe enjoyed this one more than the first one, only because you get like a whole lot of heaps of you get Ben Reilly, but you get some really good action here. That tropey thing at the end, I didn't mind it too much. I only pointed that out because I thought that was where you were heading with Phil, but it's like, fair enough. It could have gone either way. Spider-Man could have gone really psycho and just murdered Mary Jane then and there in Aunt May's home, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, I overcome it because he's got good willpower as well, Spider-Man. So you'd think that he's able to overcome that sort of stuff. And always good to see, Ben Reilly. Like he's always drawn very well by Stephen Butler. So no complaints there. Speedball's hair, my God. Like someone from like Van Halen or something. It's crazy.
Maybe that's how they're supposed to figure out it's a imposter.
Yeah. But I mean, essentially, the New Warriors didn't really have that much to do here. They were kind of fodder. Like they were there just to try to stop Spider-Man. Had a few bells and whistles, made it look kind of amazing, the fight. But at the end of the day, it's just about Spider-Man catching up with Mary Jane. So a nice two-parter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait till we get to the three-parter next month. But Chad was saying Malibu recently closed when this came out. Marvel absorbed a bunch of properties from the Ultraverse, and Captain Harlock stuff would transfer to Eternity, I think.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say,
Malibu seems to be very popular around. I mean, we've covered a lot of, colored by Malibu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the 90s? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And so yeah, great story. Great job, guys. And Ray, thank you for the audio saying little balls. Thank you.
I didn't. Yeah, fair enough.
All I said yesterday is I was like, "Oh yeah, me and the guys are recording another Scarlet Spider tomorrow." And Lil's like, "Oh, you're gonna get great new Ray audio." I'm like, "I know."
Fair enough.
What you're teasing it, but what is the next? Are we going the Scarlet Spider route? The
number one.
I flipped ahead, and so there were 4 issues just called Web of Scarlet Spider, and the first 3 are all part 1 of a different series. I guess it spins across all the Spider books. But the final issue is part 3 of 3.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but
okay.
Yeah, like the first story will be like Web 1, Amazing 1, Scarlet Spider 1, and Spectacular number 1. Yeah, and then the next story is number 2, so.
Right.
But no, next time in 1 month we'll be covering the Greatest Responsibility from Amazing Spider-Man 406, Spider-Man 63, and Spectacular Spider-Man 229.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And then, but in 2 months, we'll be covering Scarlet Spider Unlimited number 1.
Yeah, baby.
Make sure you have your line handy, Ray. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
The one pack in that one. Yep.
Okay, gonna stock up on.
Hey, Scarlet's I'll tease Scarlet Spider Unlimited number 1 in 2 months, Ray. High evolutionary.
Oh yeah, that's good. That sounds good. I'm excited.
And his connection to the Jackal.
Oh, of course, yes. Herbert Winham and Miles Warren, buddies. Yeah.
Or if anyone wants to send thoughts for July, Lilith Hellfire and I are doing a bunch of Marvel team ups featuring Black Widow. I wonder why.
That's coming
gearing
around.
up for the film, on the
Yep.
9th of
Jeez.
July.
July 9th, yeah.
It's not that far away. Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, if you could send your thoughts on Marvel Team Up 57, and then Episode 2, Marvel Team Up 82 through 85, which that Black Widow story also includes Nick Fury and Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
Marvel Team Up 82 through 85, Ray. That's that one, yeah.
82 to 5. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll leave
And
some for that.
then, and then the third episode will be Marvel Team Up 98. Those are all on Marvel Unlimited, Ray.
No excuses.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah. Are we gonna grade it? Like, let's go around a bit of a grade. Yeah, Matt. I'll throw you in the deep end first.
For the for as an arc, the two.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely I'll go. Yeah, I'll say B- part 1, B+, A part 2.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No.
I mean, the first one was okay, but it could have been like I don't know. It was pretty well established. The premise, evil Spider-Man grappling himself and set up for the chase. But
yeah, I was about to exactly what I was going to say. B-. I think it's there are no real surprises with it. Like it's kind of predictable all the way through. But at the same stage, it's got some decent art again, which I think kind of elevates it. And the story's not bad. I mean, as simple and predictable as it is, it's fine. But it's not outstanding or anything. So yeah, B-.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with you guys. B-. Again, like Ray said, no real surprises. I mean, it was a good story, but it's just it's you knew exactly what you're gonna get. Brainwashed Spider-Man. Yeah, Ben Reilly comes in. Oh, we get the new Warriors, I guess, but
yeah, it doesn't really further any clone saga-ness as well. If anything, it wraps up the last vestige of the Jackal.
Yeah,
his influence, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's kinda just
other than that, it's just a
the Jackal's done. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And the New Warriors, they didn't get any play on the cover. They were just kind of they're there. It's not driving sales and making you pick up the book off the rack or the shelf or whatever.
Just standing there clutching their pearls. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely love the Part 2's cover a lot better than Part 1's cover. Part 1's cover, it looks a little weird. It doesn't even really look like a cover. It just kind of looks like it was like a blown up panel from the book. It was like enraged, maskless, under the influence Peter Parker. Screaming and yelling at Mary Jane, it's a good painting, but it just seems
after that
a little weird.
Yeah, after that backhand we got at the end of the trial, that cover was kind of like really we're really gonna still put that up?
Yeah.
What did I say, woman?
Yeah, but it was good. Happy I read it. Now it's time to move on.
Yes. So like I said, next month we're getting into The Greatest Responsibility and our first full look at the new Dr. Octopus.
Ooh, lovely.
Yes, she is, Ray.
Oh, good.
All right. So, yes, kids. So, send your thoughts on The Greatest Responsibility. Send your thoughts on Black Widow, Ray. Or even Scarlet Spider Unlimited in 2 months. I can hold on to feedback. So email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, Twitter. Find links to all the various social medias for all the various shows. Links to this YouTube. Links to the Patreon. More and more stuff coming there. Including in July, Ray, as a subscriber, Uncensored Wade's World.
Oh, yeah. Loved it. Oh, very, very good.
Hey, there's going to be 2. There's going to be a clean one on the podcast, then an uncensored one on Patreon, and also in July, the Ultimate Spider-Cast Annual, where Lil and I are going to review Amazing Spider-Man 229 and 230. Nothing can stop the bleeping juggernaut.
That should be fun. Oh, cool. No, I really, really enjoyed that last one. So yeah.
Lilith wants to unbleep that for Patreon. Yes, so fine, get that. Get your merch all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please, support all things Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com. Check that out. Go check out the Southgate Media Group Patreon. There's a bunch of free stuff there from everyone on the network. There's a bunch of paid content, so go subscribe there. And then go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital paperback. You can get down on Amazon, so use the link for Amazon for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network. And that man is always in your head, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Mark my words.
All right. Matty Kona, where can people find you?
I'm all around. The handle is the one you see on the screen if you're watching on video.
Nice.
At Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Mostly Instagram. Occasionally I'll say something on Twitter, and that's the name you can search for on Facebook as well.
See you later, bunkies.
Follow the further adventures of Shelly the dog.
Yes, Shelly she's been watching me in the podcast. I don't know, lately whining in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm not giving it. I fed her, I took her out, she needs more attention.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
She's like, did you mention Malibu?
Yeah.
All right, Ray. Can people find you anywhere? Do you do any podcasts? Are you on social media? Where are you at?
So glad you asked, Phil. Yes, I certainly am. Look, the easiest way to contact me, and I love having a chat about all things comics, is at RayRay Pod, REY Pod, just on Twitter. From there, you can find links to the other shows. So do Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, do To Know Her Is to Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast, and Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast, which has been all very highly enjoyable to do. So, go check it out. Drop me a line. Always happy to chat comics.
And hey, go subscribe to Ray's Patreons, especially that
Patreon.
Yes, especially that To Know Her Is to Fear Her one, because we're doing that crossover in August where it'll be on the podcast here, but then part 2 of it will be on Ray's Patreon. So
yeah, exactly. So
the first one's free, then you gotta.
Then we reel them in.
Hey, and it's gonna be a '90s Great Hulk episode too. So
yeah, can't wait. Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
All right, kids. Thanks for joining us. Thank these fine gentlemen for their hard work. Great job here, everyone. Again, Black Widow episodes coming up. And then Greatest Responsibility and a new Dr. Octopus. But until then, swing on back.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu, Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.